Hi guys, this is Tracy Pelfrey. Let's get into it. Over the weekend I was thinking, what's up with the Bible school in the Philippines? Keckle made a point of saying last year when they were taking up donations for the kids in the church over there that, the Bible school is over there is just like the one in Graham. It's like they're one, all the same school, and yet you don't hear anything about them. I mean, we know there's a graduation coming up next week for Graham. When I was in the organization, I don't remember one time ever hearing about a graduation. Did you? Did you hear it over the pulpit? Did you hear about, we're so excited because they're going to be graduating some students? I mean, even one? Did they have one student that graduated? And where did they go? Did they go out to start another endeavor? Why do you need an American to pastor a Filipino church and have a translator? It's one thing if you say, well, it's an American corporation, and so we want to have someone there as oversight. Oh, well and good. But why does an American have to be the pastor? And where are all the students from all the decades? How many decades has there been a school in Cagayan de Oro, Philippines? I know of one person from there. I don't even know if they graduated from their Bible school. But that guy is in Angeles City in the Philippines, which is outside the old Clark Air Base where I was stationed many years ago. And at that time, there were some that came up from Mindanao to Angeles City to help in the servicemen's home there. They're really like house girl and house boys. I mean, really, that's kind of the capacity they operated in. And so I was looking at the man who's pastoring in Angeles City. And by all accounts, I mean, you would think the church in Graham, the headquarters, that they would mention something, anything about them, ever. Showcase them. They got crazy big screens there. Put some pictures up. Show videos. Share with the people. You're giving money to world missions. Here, look what's happening. Now, I don't think, of course, the people there in Angeles City aren't receiving world missions money, because they're reached in country. But if that guy graduated from the school in Mindanao, which has missionaries there from the United States, like for all time, then that is a whole part of the system of giving goes to feed that, right? So what you want to see is money go there to the missionaries who are reaching people, not just in the church, but to go on and become students in the school, right? And yet, where are they all? Where? Decades. I noticed, and I'm going to share a video clip, that the pastor, it looks like maybe the pastor and his family, I didn't see anybody else helping him. He was preparing the area where they have services on Sunday, one of the places, moving stuff, and you'll see. It's what you would expect. I always think to myself, could you ever see Davis or Keckle doing that stuff? Never. Never. They have other people to do all of their stuff for them. And we know that Mike thinks that way because he called people losers that don't. Davis for sure did. They did everything for him. This video was adorbs to me because you can hear the little one next to the camera talking to his dad, the pastor. And it's just, I don't know, it's a touching scene to me because it's not something you see up in Graham.
No. There's your daddy. Galing ni Daddy. Hi, Daddy. Look.
If you go to the New Testament Christian Churches of America page and you click on the locate us, and then you go to country and hit Philippines and search, you're going to find information about the man that's in Angeles City. You click on the little link there, the hyperlink, and it brings you to the page that's set aside for them. Again, it's just a template. This guy, unfortunately, his Facebook page that he uses for church on this website, he must also use personally. He's a real estate guy, so he apparently earns his own way, and you can see by some of the samples of the screenshots I'm going to include here some pictures of the properties that he's putting on his Facebook page. So he's incorporated both, and it's just not a good look, really. I mean, I don't know if it crosses ethical lines to, like, what if one of your church members says, "Oh, I'd like to buy a home. I need to buy a home." "Oh, I'll show you. I happen to be also a real estate guy." I don't know. I don't know about that. What do you think? Anyway, I'm going to include a few things here. I would think, I mean, they seem to have a very vibrant Facebook page where it's just the church info. Always lots of pictures. You can see all their different events and the people who are there. They have stuff going on. But the pastor, maybe it was by mistake, maybe the organization didn't catch it, but it kind of, it makes you question, like, is that really a cool thing to want to see if you're looking for a church or searching, and you come upon, oh, look, Angeles City. Let me click this on, and you see the name of the pastor. His Facebook page is mostly, I would say, 90% of it is his real estate business. So he shows homes and properties and lots for sale and how much they're going for. And if you want, you can do what I did and go in there and do the conversion and see how much some of these properties are going for. And so clearly he's earning his own way, which is good, is what he should do. But it seems a little, I don't know, if you look at it from the whole, when I think about things like, okay, we're concerned about you, Olson would tell us in Practical Theology, men shouldn't wear brown and blue together, and you shouldn't eat fries with your hands, use a fork. But it's okay, I guess, to come on and have a Facebook page and show these properties, and it's on the NTCC main website. It just smacks of maybe not being the most ethical thing, because do you really want a church member to come up to you and say, I want to buy a property from you? I don't know. I don't know how that sits with me. To me, it reminds me of, or is reminiscent of, Kekel being a part of that whole multi-level marketing thing with Shakeology. You should never have that anywhere, because most people know what it is already. Real estate, people do need to buy a home and all, but do you want, when you are saying, I'm a pastor and I'm here to reach souls, I'm not here to sell you real estate, do you really want someone to buy for you, and then if there's a problem and it causes some sort of fallout over something like that? I don't know. It just kind of, I don't know. I know how it sits with me personally, but I remember I'm always putting this in the context of what this group believes and teaches. And so I don't know, that may have just been a mistake and an oversight that someone didn't catch. But if I'm looking for a church and I see your Facebook page is the name of you're the pastor, it's sort of like if you go to Keckles and you see all the different trips they've taken, and then you find him, you tune in to a night where he's getting on people for not being in church. It's just so crazy to me. And then I found two different things. One, both of them are prior to like 2016 or 2018. And I guess there was a presentation made somewhere about the Philippines, as you can see, Lakeland, Florida. This might be pre-Denton days. I don't know who was there before him or if this is a different Lakeland location. Right now, if you look on the NTCC website, there are actually two Lakeland locations. One is Archibald and the other one is Denton. So I have no idea. Are they in the same city? Who knows? I don't know. But apparently at some point there was this presentation. And then I saw that there was a young lady who maybe also saw the presentation who was selling baked goods to earn money for world missions. And I think, I don't know. I just think about these people scraping, putting things together to send to this organization. They don't even know where the money's going. They don't. They don't know how much is going to where and how it's being used or anything, because none of us knew that. Unless you work in the office and you deal specifically with it, you don't know any of that. Why don't you know? Why don't you know? Do you know what Jordan and Cantrell are being paid to do over there in the Philippines? Why do they need them there? Why do they need two of them there? It's a Filipino work, right? I don't know. What do you think? But aside from all that, there's money being given and pledged for decades upon decades upon decades. And look at the time when there was a heyday, when we were there at the school, 92, 93, 98, 2000, that joint was jumping. Where'd all that money go? And to whom? What was it used for? Where do you see the growth? Where do you see expansion into other countries? You have to question what is going on here. I'll tell you, Keckle told you back last October in the regional conference in Memphis, it's a corporation, it's a business, it's about, they refer to it as program, as a building program. Look at the things that Keckle has talked about. He came back from Alaska that time. He's talking about the building there. He didn't even talk about, oh, it's so good to see the brethren and there were new faces to talk to and to meet. Nope, nothing like that. What happened recently? He's talking about Leesville, Louisiana, and a building there, and how what they're going to do about that. But you don't know where your money's going. Where's it going? And what's happening over in the Philippines? Is there a Bible school actually anymore? Are there students there? And where do the students go after they graduate? Nowhere? Just this one dude in Angeles City after decades and decades and decades? Come on now. What's happening here, man? All right, look at the pictures and stuff and see what you make of it all. But maybe, as I've said before, they should just take down the church banner and make it a real estate enterprise, because word on the street is that many of the preachers are involved in real estate, just like Heckle, just like Davis. As you can see from this screenshot, the man in Angeles City must have been a student at the Bible school in Cagayan de Oro. So there's one. One is accounted for. And then I'm going to follow that with a little video clip from one of the services. Have an awesome Monday, and I'll see you.
I'm going to share from the Word of God this morning from the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 22, verse 26 to 28.